that the herbivores don't go beyond the carrying capacity to ensure that the Mazingira don't get destroyed. So this is what we have in the savannah, in the forest, and we also have, as we go along, the leopard, the cheetah. Many people do confuse the difference between the leopard and the cheetah, where they are very distinctive. There is this crying mark for the cheetah, and it does not have a crying mark. And in Kiswahili, cheetah tunamwita duma, and leopard tunamwita chui. Yes. And then here we have the ostrich and the egg. The ostrich is a replica of the birds that don't fly and how they take care of Mazingira. This is the foot of an ostrich. Yes. Yes, I always tease the children or the students, how many toes does a local hen have? As I tell them that the ostrich has got only 2. So that's a quiz for them to go and check and learn more about domestic and what animals and the role they play to our Mazingira. Here, this is an egg of an ostrich. It's an eggshell of an ostrich. It's a real one.
It's a real one?
Yes, it's a real. Before hatching, it always takes approximately 45 days. Yes. Yeah? And then these ones are for crocodile. These are the other eggs for the crocodile. For the days of the crocodile is around 60. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. They bury the eggs in the sand. Yes, at the banks of the river. And when they are hatched, the mother will always come. All the hatchlings will get into the mouth of the mother, and they are taken back into the river. But very few of them survive because of the environment around. They're being eaten by other predators. Yes. That is it. So we have our eagle, which also takes care of the birds to ensure that they also don't go beyond the carrying capacity. And all of them play a role. Lastly, we have, not lastly, but the king of the jungle, the lion. The lion always go for the big game, that is the buffaloes and the zebras, to ensure even that the population also is well maintained. And when all these carnivores eat, or make a meal from the other herbivores, what happens is what is left, there's a plenty, because others are herbivores, they'll always leave a lot of seeds, which by the end of the day grow to ensure our environment is intact. Here we have the foot of an elephant, the keystone species in Kenya. Yes, it's like a stool. Yes, so this is the keystone in Kenya, and most of the savannas and even up the mountains. And they contribute a lot in taking care of our environment because it consumes a lot of different species of trees, ensuring that there's a lot of seed dispersal. Just look around. Yeah, a lot of tree planting by our wildlife. So let's take care, because without wildlife, Mazingira is not complete. Thank you.
Let's all be upstanding to welcome Her Excellency to the pavilion. Kindly with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. Big round of applause. Makofi tafadhali, makofi mazuri kwa mama wa taifa anapojumuika nasi. Welcome our excellency, welcome your excellency, welcome. Tuendelee kupiga makofi, tusichoke tafadhali, tusichoke. Welcome. I'll request we all remain standing for the national anthem and the East African anthem. Let's remain standing for prayers. I'll invite Rasi Mohammed from Makaela Junior School, Kwale County, and Eileen Thitu, Nyandarua Boarding School, Nyandarua County, to lead us in the word of prayer. Mohammed, take the lead.
Let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Ya Allah, thank you for the gift of life. I pray that you bless everyone who has attended this event. I pray for the nation. I also pray for a peaceful and smooth event. In the name of Allah, we believe and pray.
Let's bow our heads for our prayer. Almighty Father, King of glory, I behold thy presence, honoring and manifesting your holy name. We thank you for the gift of life that you have rendered unto us, King of glory. We thank you for the journey mercies that you have given unto us till we reach here, King of glory. We pray that you may bless our country at large, King of glory. We pray for our First Lady and her family. May you bless the work of her hands, King of glory. We pray that everyone who came here will live blessed, King of glory. And we pray that you may protect our environment, my God and my Father. King of glory, we pray for peace, and we pray you may grace this occasion with your favor and love. In Jesus' name we do pray, believe.
You may now take your seats. The First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Honorable Aden Duale, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Honorable James Njoroge Moshiri, Deputy Governor, Nairobi County, Honorable Gitonga Mugambi, Principal Secretary, State Department for Forestry, Dr. Belio Kipsang, Principal Secretary, State Department for Basic Education, Aurelia Rono, Principal Secretary, State Department for Parliament Affairs, national government and county government leaders present, distinguished partners and stakeholders, our esteemed guests, the learners present. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Mazingira Day. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, today we join the nation to commemorate Mazingira Day. We take pride in highlighting the courage, creativity, and commitment of our young environmental leaders, honoring their significant contributions to shaping a greener and a more sustainable future. We also take the privilege to celebrate the First Lady Mazingira Awards, known as FLAMA, where learners get a chance to contribute to our climate action through creative expression. To start us off in this program, Your Excellency, I'll invite Arnold Kipchumba, Director, Environment and Climate Action, Mama Doing Good, to give us the welcoming remarks. A round of applause as Arnold makes his way to the stage.
We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children, and we must take care to return it to them in the best possible condition possible. This is an ancient proverb, and that's why we're here today. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Honorable Aden Duale, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Principal Secretaries present, distinguished guests, learners, educators, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It is a great honor to welcome you all to the inaugural First Lady Mazingira Award ceremony. Today we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our young learners and schools and reaffirm our commitment and efforts to environment and climate action as we celebrate Mazingira Day today. The First Ladies Mazingira Awards is a learner-centered national annual Environment and Climate Change Challenge rolled out in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, including other stakeholders. The award has a broader target of reaching 18 million learners, including special need learners in both public and private secondary and primary schools in all 47 counties in Kenya. The journey that has led us to this momentous occasion began with Her Excellency's vision to empower and inspire our young children to become environment and climate change ambassadors and champions. And the design of the award commenced in 2022, followed by the establishment of an award governance structure with a technical working group which has been instrumental in the design, the development, and delivery of the challenge. The working group is comprised of technical experts from relevant organizations, including line ministries, departments, and agencies, to oversee the smooth execution of the awards. The technical working group also incorporates relevant experts as and when the need arises, demonstrating the commitment to expertise and excellence in the Environment and Climate Change Award for the First Lady. In 2024, a name, tagline, and logo competition for the award ushered the beginning of the challenge at the request of the First Lady to have the tagline, the name, and the logo be designed by the learners. A round of applause for the learners for the good job. The award was officially launched on 7 September 2023 during the Africa Climate Summit, and the rollout in the schools started early this year in January, and the entries were closed in July 2024, where learners across the country also participated actively in this challenge. The theme for this year, which mirrors the World Environment theme, and the reason why the award for the learners mirrors the World Environment Day theme is we want our learners in this country to also engage in the international discourse and play an active role. The theme was Restore Our Land and Secure Our Future, highlighting the essence of shared responsibility towards nurturing and preserving our environment. Through art, essay, and spoken word, our learners have not only showcased, as you've seen when the First Lady was being shown of the work, their creativity, but also they demonstrated a deep understanding of the pressing environmental issues facing our world today. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the judging panel for the job well done in identifying the winners, the award ceremony organizing committee, all the learners, teachers, and schools for their outstanding contributions. I would also like to express my gratitude to the dedicated educators, teachers, and volunteers who participated in this year's challenge. Your guidance and support have been instrumental in shaping the minds and actions of our young environment and climate change champions. In conclusion, I invite you to join the First Lady in celebrating the achievements of our young environmental ambassadors and in embracing the spirit of inclusivity, unity, and purpose that defines the First Lady's Mazingira. Thank you for being part of this inspiring journey towards a greener, a more sustainable future. Together, let us continue to strive for a world where our environment thrives, our children inherit a legacy of beauty and abundance. With your permission, Your Excellency First Lady, let the celebrations begin. A round of applause. Asante.
We can do better than that. Tumpigeni makofi one more time.
Thank you, Arnold, for setting the tone for this event. Hasn't he? A round of applause again. Thank you. Your Excellency, with your permission now, we'll take a moment to enjoy some entertainment. And to start us off, please welcome Ashleen Akelo, who will be sharing her spoken word performance. Let's give her a round of applause as she takes the stage. Ashleen.
I, Ashleen Akelo, from Mount St. Mary's Girls. I'm going to educate you on how to secure our land, secure our future. In the heartbeat of the earth, a quiet plea, from mighty forests to memories echo. Land once lush, now barren and dry. Verdant valleys now whisper tales of woe. But there is hope. We can still restore our land to its former glory. We stand on ancient soil, which is scorched and bare. But we can change this by planting seeds, not for ourselves, but for the yet to be born. Each tree a testimony, each sprout a vow to the next generation. Soil, the foundation of life's grand stage, need our care. Implement techniques like contour the land, planting cover crops. Let the land be rejuvenated. Policies shape what hands can do. By enforcing laws and regulations that protect natural resources, we will surely have a quite promising and a worry-free world. Communities, rise in restoration's name, mitigating change for you and me, hand in hand, to ensure our needs and knowledge are integrated into restoration's efforts. Let us all raise awareness about the importance of land restorations. Let us stand tall, mitigating change for you and me. In this symphony of earth and man, let's heal the earth from shore to shore, restore our land, secure our fate before it's too late. And the land heals, and so do we, a legacy of life. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the next to take the stage is Anthony Musyoki, who will also be sharing his spoken word. Please join me in welcoming Anthony to the stage. Anthony.
He's a deaf student, so I'll stand for him for interpretation. My countrymen and all children of the earth, this is a wake-up call on climate change action. We stand on land, we sit on land, we sleep on land, and we live on land. Land has many things on it, fruit trees, mangoes. It also has forest trees. The grass covers our land, making it beautiful. The rivers have many animals. Our land has many crops, maize, beans, bananas. People have really destroyed the land, causing so much problems. How have they caused the problems? Deforestation, charcoal burning, people have really destroyed the land, causing so many problems. How have they caused the problems? Deforestation, charcoal burning, so much. Poaching, he wants to sign poaching.
is a bit tensed. Continue. People have really destroyed the land, causing so much problems. Poaching kills our animals. Our land is no longer beautiful. It's so boring. The whole environment is boring. Forests are so boring. The whole environment is embarrassing. How do we live on land? The climate has really changed, causing a big problem. We must solve this problem. We must use new farming methods. We stop using chemicals so much because it kills aquatic life. We stop poaching. And our land will become beautiful again. Here is a wake-up call for all of us. We must solve this problem. We stop deforestation. We plant so many trees. We allow many trees to stand. We allow green cover to be there. We keep few livestock. We use new farming methods. We embrace green energy. We harvest rainwater. We plant more trees. We avoid forest fires. We conserve our environment generously. We harvest rainwater. We reclaim our land. We restore our land and secure our future.
We can do better than that. Tumpatieni tena akiondoka. There you go. Well done.
I would like all of us to celebrate Anthony for bringing us that inspiring message. And we're going to do it with sign language. Let's do it kindly. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Anthony, for such an inspiring message this morning. Your Excellency, we'll continue with our entertainment session. And this time I would like to welcome Dorcas Wanjiru on stage, who will be bringing us a poem. Let us welcome her with a warm clap, kindly. A big, big warm clap, kindly. Thank you, Wanjiru. Welcome.
Dear First Lady of our beautiful country, Kenya, distinguished guests, my fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. My name is Dorcas Wanjiru from St. Lucie School for the Blind, Igoji Meru, and I'm totally blind. Today, I have come to share with you a spoken word about touching the future. Welcome. Restoring our land through unseen hands. In the quiet darkness of our fingertips, we can feel the path of a world in need. Our land, once vibrant and thriving, now whisper for help through the texture we explore. As we run our hands over the braille of nature's story, we sense the urgency of restoration. Our finger trace the contours of a future, yet unwritten. We feel the roughness of eroded soil, the smoothness of polluted water, and the fragility of disappearing species. But within these tactile warnings, we also discover hope. Through our unseen action, we can reshape our environment. We plant seed of change Their potential for growth are life beneath our touch. We sought recyclable, their different textures, a reminder of our responsibility. We craft solution, molding ideas into reality with our capable hands. As we restore our land, we secure a future we may never see but can always feel. It's in the softness of new leaf, the firmness of healthy soil, and the gentle flow of clean water. Our action, though invisible to some, create ripples of change felt by all. Together, our hands speak volume, writing a brave story of restoration and hope for generations to come. My fellow students and our dear brothers and sisters, we have a responsibility to restore our land. Remember those beautiful animals like butterflies and the birds. They are disappearing from our country. So what we are supposed to do is we have to restore back our environment to the original state to make more better so that our animals may get shelter and food. Let us plant new trees because the trees is very important in our environment. Our animals is also very important, especially wild animals. They attract tourists and they bring income. We must come up with a new idea how to restore back our environment and to make more better. And we also know that as we come with our idea, just believe that your idea will be successful. So we have to know that our responsibility as a Kenyans, our responsibility as a student, our responsibility as a leaders is to restore back our environment. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Dorcas Wanjiro. Another big round of applause, kindly, for such inspiring poem. Your Excellency, as we wind up the entertainment session, it is time now we enjoy the flower jingle. I would like to invite Chipukizi and the team to lead us. A round of applause, kindly, as they make their way to the stage. Karibu, Chipukizi.
Asante. Mtaninyima makofi mbele ya First Lady, surely. Surely. Your Excellency, the First Lady, thank you so much for having us here today. Let's put our hands together for the First Lady, for this first Mazingira Award. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. You know, Your Excellency, mimi ni mtu wa talanta mingi, na leo nilikuwa nimepewa talanta ya kutengeneza jingle ya mazingira. And I invited some friends of mine here. Let's put our hands together for Timeless Noel, akiwa na Jabidi na kikosi kizima. Wapigeni makofi tafadhali. So Timeless is going to take us through this jingle. Mimi ndio niliandika hii wimbo na nikawapeleka studio wakatengeneza. So huyu master atatuambia vile inaenda kwanza the words, then atuonyeshe the dance. Alafu sisi wote we are going to join him. Sawa? Let's go.
Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, all the waziris, walimu and students. Come on everybody, let's celebrate Happy Mazingira Day, everybody, makofi. Let me tell you, Kenya is excited of what you're doing, Mama. This is something amazing. This song tumeandika, tumefurahi as vijana, and we as wasanii, we are ready to support this initiative. So right now, because we are the leaders of dance, we came up with Odi dance, we came up with the big dance representing Kenya. Right now, this dance is going to represent Kenya, okay? So, do you want us to teach Mama how to dance? Okay, so the first move goes like this. Okay, everybody do like this. Okay, move number one, everybody. Round, round means the whole world. And then yetu. So you say Mazingira yetu. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, go. Round yetu. Just say mazingira yetu, everybody. Mazingira yetu. Mazingira yetu. Come on, clap for yourselves. Asante sana. And then the second move is very simple. So go side and side. Because mazingira iko kila mahali. Just do like this. Side, side, and then go like this. Hey, waziri wanajua kudance. Okay, so let's try. 1, 2, 3, go. Side to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Side to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple. Okay, so Mr. DJ, can you kindly play the song? And then tuone kama waziri na mama kama takatika. Everybody rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Let me see. Kila mtu. Mazingira yetu.
Watu wa nguvu sana. So, Your Excellency, with your permission, we are going to proceed with the program, and then we can have our seats. We will continue the program. Karibu sana, my friend.
Mazingira yetu. At least I got that one. I'm sure I'll get time to also learn the rest of the song. Asanteni sana Chipukis and the team. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank Thank you to all the performers who have performed here today. You've really taken time to prepare. We really do appreciate Your Excellency. We'll move on to the next stage of this program, and I would like to invite Madam Sheila Mbiru, the head of First Lady Mazingira Awards, to give us a background of what Flama is all about. A big round of applause for Sheila.
Your Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, Honorable Duale, the PSS present, distinguished guests, educators, and our beloved learners. Happy Mazingira Day. Happy Mazingira Day. What a joy to see each one of you here. All of you, an important part of the First Lady Mazingira Award story. A story that started last year at the Africa Climate Summit, when Her Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, our vision bearer, launched the First Lady Mazingira Award. The Flama seed was planted and continues to grow and must flourish. At Flama, we are reminded of the verse, Proverbs 22, verse 6, that says, start the children up in the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not depart from it. And so what we want to do is start our children on a green path. We want them to be green ambassadors from a very young age. And as Arnold mentioned, what we want to do at Flama is to nurture, empower, and equip all learners. As you can see from the learners who came up, we want to equip all learners, both those who special need learners and all learners. Allow me to share the Flama story, because we have young learners here, to share the Flama story using the acronym Flama. So, F stands for future. Your future, my future, our collective future. The reason why we engage in Flama is so that we can secure our future, work together to address the challenges that we face, global level, national level, the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. And so this is what we want to do, work together to secure our future. So the F is for future. Then the L is for learning. And this is why we do learning, so that we can engage our learners through learning to learn. You heard what was said about the theme for Flama. Every year we are going to be looking at a theme, a global theme around the World Environment Day, so that our learners are discussing global issues and giving us national solutions. And so the L is for learning, so learning to learn. But most importantly, as you have heard, is learning through creative expression. You have seen for yourself the beautiful art that was presented by the learners. You can see the paintings, the drawings, the essays, and the spoken word. Just to let you know, all the three who came up here were spoken word pieces that were very impressive during the judgment process. So we are saying learning through creative expression. We want you learners to tell us what your solutions are, how do you want us to address the issues that are around us, environmental challenges and climate change challenges. So we learning to learn, learning by creative expression, but more than that, we want to translate that into learning by doing so that the learners can then get their hands dirty, plant and grow trees, take care of the environment, sustainable waste management, and many other initiatives that we're doing through the Office of the First Lady, like tree growing in schools, working with 4K clubs and wildlife clubs and environment clubs. We're growing trees to support the agenda, the ambitious agenda of the President to plant 15 billion trees by 2032. And we're doing this with schools and with learners, Our office of the First Lady, has pledged to plant 500 million trees to contribute to that number, and we can't do it alone. And so we want to work with all of you, and particular learners in schools. And we're saying, once we do the learning by doing, learning by creative expression, and learning to learn, then we'll all be ready to address the climate change challenge. And you have seen from the presentations that the young ones have made, they have solutions, they have ideas, they have perceptions that they want to share with us. We also have an initiative called the Mama Fruit Gardens, where we are encouraging the learners and schools to grow fruit trees and ensure that they have the experience of restoration, but also to ensure food security. And if there is enough fruit, then they can sell and learn entrepreneurship at it. So the L is for learning, and we are learning with the young ones. Of course, the M is for Mazingira. All around us, we need to take care of our water, our land, our soil, our trees. We need to take care of our Mazingira. And what we're trying to do is inspire and empower learners with knowledge and skills and attitudes to change behaviors so that they can become environmental stewards, climate change champions, and restoration ambassadors. You have seen the ones we have who have joined us up here, and each one of them who is here is a climate change and restoration ambassador. So we've done the F for future, the L for learning, and now we are coming to the A. The A is for all of us. An African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And to address the climate change challenges, we need to work together. We need all hands on deck. And at FLAMA, we are working with all the stakeholders, many of you represented here, who have worked with us, who have supported us technically, financially, to ensure that FLAMA is what it is today. And so we appreciate each one of you. But we are saying we need to all come together, all work together. We have a beautiful FLAMA logo. The FLAMA logo depicts hands, young learners holding hands across Kenya to ensure a green and sustainable future for Kenya. And that is what we are saying. We need to all work together and hold hands. So we talked about the future, we talked about learning, we talked about all of us, we talked about Mazingira, and finally the last A in FLAMA is to act now. We need to do it now. Wangari Maathai, the late Professor Wangari Maathai says, and I'll quote, okay, "The future does not exist in the future. Rather, it is born only through our actions in the present. And if we want to realize something in the future, then we must take action for it now." And so the A is we need to act now. We need to do the little things. Each one of us has a responsibility to grow trees, responsible consumption, sustainable waste management, so we can all work together to ensure that we address climate change. So with the learners, with the educators, with the teachers, with the stakeholders, with each one of you, we are saying, like we sang in the FLAMA jingle, Mazingira yetu ni jukumu letu. Our environment is our responsibility. Last year, as has been mentioned, Her Excellency wanted us to give the learners a chance to come up with the name, the tagline, and the logo. FLAMA is for learners, by learners. And so we had the competition, and Her Excellency awarded, and the other guests, we awarded the winners of the name, tagline, and logo. And today, since this is for learners, by learners, today we have the logo winner, David Jackson, who's going to speak to us about his experience throughout that process of creatively expressing himself around the logo that he produced, and he will share that story. We also have an eco champion, Alana Chelengat, who will share her story about the experiences during the Africa Climate Summit. At the Africa Climate Summit, we gave the learners a chance to be in the same space with all the high-level guests who are there, just so that they can engage and see what it means to be a climate change champion. And we had a beautiful eco-learning space where the learners were able to engage and share their thoughts, share their solutions for climate change. So, as I close, I would like to say, Mazingira yetu ni jukumu letu. Our environment is our responsibility. And now, it is my pleasure to invite David Jackson, the winner of the Flama Logo 2023. Let's appreciate.
Tumpigieni makofi mazuri, ladies and gentlemen. We can do better than that. Tumpigieni mpaka afike, ajisikie kama mshindi kabisa.
How many times are you willing to fail so that you can win just once? Art is all about practice, and if I can, you can too. Your Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Adan Duale, distinguished guests, teachers, students, and everyone who is present today, happy Mazingira Day. My name is David Jackson, the award winner for the logo competition last year, 2023. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and how I've interacted with Flama since then. So Flama, I met Flama, the first time I was in the same grounds with Flama, I had no idea they were there. It was back in 2018 during the climate change competition at the weather department close to Junction. I think I was in class 7. I just came to realize this as I was going through the history of Flama and all that. But now, formally, when I met Flama, it was last year. I was in Form 4, and we were informed about the competition for the logo and all that. Personally, it was my first time. And to show that life is a journey, back then in 2018, in that competition for climate change, I was actually number 10. Now, I'm here. So in 2023, when we were informed about the news, I was more like the art prefect in my school. So I mobilized others to try and take part in this competition because that's how you are able to do something. After that, I was invited by Her Excellency the First Lady to the Landscape and Ecosystem Restoration Strategy at Karura, where I was able to plant a tree with her. It was a very amazing experience, yeah. And just to quote, she actually touched the soil, those who are wondering. Okay. Then I joined Flama in the English came from far, okay. To the fruit tree planting at Lenana. Also a very amazing experience. I met so many people, and I realized people are really excited about not just planting trees, but fruit trees, because there's an extra to that. So the initiative for planting trees, fruit trees in school, that's amazing. I know learners will be very excited. They'll actually take good care of them. I'm very sure of that. Then I also accompanied them at Donholm Complementary School, where I was able to get the confidence I have right now speaking before many people, because I was able to make a speech in front of the students. It was a very amazing experience as well. And one thing to say, the learners are very ready and up to be able to change their environment, to work towards climate change and plant trees. Now the question is, are you willing to support them? As I was doing all that, I also came to a self-realization, and I got interested more about environmental research and taking care of the environment, planting trees, climate change and all that. And I decided to go out of my way and do a personal research on myself. By myself, I met some religious leaders in my community and some students as well, and gathered information on how they perceive the environment or this motion of planting trees and making the future better. And in this, I was able to come up with points and ideas that can be able to be implemented so that the learners can get the Flama message in their own way and accept it. And Your Excellency, if you would grace me a chance, I would like to share my research results with you. Then I would like to quote a quote, if there's something like that, a quoted quote. Okay. In 2023, Her Excellency the First Lady quoted something, so I'm going to quote it again. So that's a quoted quote. Yeah. She said, somebody right now is sitting in a shade from a tree because somebody many years back planted a tree. Now, my question to you is, how many people are going to sit in a shade that you made? Like a tree that you planted, a shade, and all that. So that's my question for you. And as I wind up, I would like to let you know that when you throw a baby up, for those who are already parents, you know that the baby will smile and laugh, yet that's a very dangerous move. But the children, let me compare the baby to the child. They trust their parents and ask the grown-ups in the community to guide them through the right path. That's why when you throw a baby up, they'll be so excited because they know the parent, liwe liwalo, they'll hold them back. So the children trust you. I hope that you will be able to support them into making their future better. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. The winner, First Lady Mazingira Awards logo winner. Thank you. A big round of applause to him again. Your Excellency, with your permission now, we'll get to hear and listen in to the keynote speakers this morning. And today being Mazingira Day and also considering the Flama Award is all about climate action, I would like to invite PS State Department for Forestry, Gitonga Mugambi, to guide us on the rest of the program and also recognize the PS's present. Let's welcome him with a warm clap, kindly.
I am not very short. Thank you so much, MC, for inviting me here. First Lady, Her Excellency Mama Lecho Ruto, the CS Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, the DG, Nairobi County, my colleagues, PSs who are here, all the dignitaries who are here, the students, the teachers. Happy Mazingira Day. Happy Mazingira Day. Thank you so much. CS, First Lady, I have just been given a simple work, which really, for me, is to hold a bit, take you forward a bit. But maybe before I do that, allow me for 1 minute at least to recognize some officials from the ministry that we came with, so that at least Your Excellency, you can see the level of support that we accord you, as also we appreciate the much you are doing for us within the environment sector. So the officials from the ministry, I can see we have the various DGs there. Please stand and away from where you are so that you can't be seen. Yeah, we have all the CEOs from the ministry. Let us clap for them all. Yeah. Thank you so much. For me, once again, let me say that I have my CS here who will give thank you so much. I have been requesting that we have CEO Mama doing good. Please, can you come here and say something for a minute? CEO Mama doing good. Please come and let us recognize her, all of us. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the First Lady of our Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Honorable Aden Duale, our Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment and Climate Action and Forestry, all our principal secretaries present, Mr. James Njoroge Mushiri, who is the Deputy Governor, Nairobi County, Mr. Collins Oyo, who is the Chairman, Kenya National Union of Teachers, all our partners present, learners, and their accompanying minders together with their teachers present, all our CEOs who are our partners in this journey, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Mazingira Day to each one of you. My task before you is to acknowledge, Your Excellency, the partners that have worked with us in this journey. We have partners who are from state corporations. We have those who are from private sector. We have others who have supported us individually. Others have done this through cash donations. Others have given in kind. Others have actually helped us through their technical support. This is to appreciate each one of you on behalf of Mama Doing Good, the organization that implements the programs of our First Lady, Her Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto. I would request, in the interest of time, to actually ask the partners who are here to be upstanding for a minute so that we recognize your presence. Kindly stand wherever you are. Thank you. Can we clap for them? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. And on your behalf, I have the honor of inviting two of you, led by Madam Lydia Rono, who is the corporate director of banking in Cooperative Bank. After her, we will have a few remarks, 2 minutes each, to be given by the Group Managing Director from NCBA Bank, Mr. John Gashoro. Thank you and welcome, Madam Lydia. 2 minutes. Thank you.
Just a bit. Okay, thank you. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Duale, all Principal Secretaries present, happy Mazingira Day. I also want to identify the bright young minds we are here to celebrate today. Good morning. On behalf of the Group Managing Director and CEO, Dr. Gideon Muriuki, I'm honored to join you to celebrate the First Lady Mazingira Award Ceremony, Flama. We are here to celebrate this significant occasion, not only to recognize the incredible efforts of our young learners, teachers, and schools, but also to reaffirm Cooperative Bank's commitment to a cause that is close to our hearts, environmental conservation and climate action. The launch of the First Lady Mazingira Awards in September 2023 opened a vital platform for our youth to express their creativity, insights, and innovative solutions regarding the pressing challenges of climate change. It's truly inspiring to witness the enthusiasm and determination of these young individuals as they become more aware of the environment and the critical role they play in shaping a sustainable future. As a bank, we always believe in the power of community engagement and the importance of investing in our youth. Our precious support of the First Lady's initiatives and underscores our dedication to fostering environmental stewardship and nurturing the next generation of leaders. We are proud to partner in this noble cause, contributing our resources to empower young people to be proactive in addressing environmental issues. Our support underscores our dedication to fostering environmental stewardship and nurturing the next generation of leaders. In the spirit of this celebration, I'm reminded of the words from Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. This verse resonates very well and deeply with the vision of the First Lady Mazingira Awards. By nurturing our children's awareness and understanding of the environment, we are equipping them with the knowledge and responsibility to safeguard our planet for generations to come. Today, as we honor the winners and all participants, let us remember that their creativity and passion are beacons of hope for our future. Each project showcased here today represents not only just an idea, but a commitment to action, a commitment to be stewards of our environment. In closing, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Her Excellency for her visionary leadership and relentlessness, dedication to this cause. We look forward to continuing our partnership and to supporting initiatives that empower our youth to make a tangible difference in the world around them. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the achievements of our future leaders. Together, let us continue to inspire, innovate, and invest in a sustainable future of all. I thank you.
Our host today, Her Excellency Rachel Ruto, First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Honorable Aiden Duale. OPS is present, DG is present. I also want to recognize the Secretary General of KNUT who is here with us, colleagues, fellow sponsors, teachers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and happy Mazingira Day. It's truly an honor for me to be with you here today as we mark Mazingira Day, a day that holds deep significance for our country. Today we unite under the shared value of environmental conservation, a cause that affects each one of us, regardless of our background and our professions. Mazingira Day, in essence, is a call to action, and I want to thank His Excellency the President and, of course, the Cabinet for having the wisdom to name today's day as Mazingira Day. At NCBA, we recognize that our role in combating climate change and addressing environmental challenges extends far beyond the confines of our business operations. As an institution that serves millions of Kenyans and works with various partners across the country, we're in a unique position to drive real and lasting impact in the communities that we serve. In 2023, Your Excellency, we launched our Sustainability Agenda, named Change the Story. We unveiled a set of 15 bold sustainability commitments, demonstrating our dedication to embracing environmental, social, and governance principles. NCBA's purpose is to inspire greatness. We have an opportunity to catalyze action towards a greener and more sustainable future. Today, we take a collective responsibility to protect our environment, a continuation of several key initiatives that demonstrate our commitment to environmental sustainability. Among them is our flagship project, which is a pledge to plant 10 million trees by 2030. Our commitment to climate action goes beyond planting trees. We are committed to reducing our emissions by 50% and are actively pursuing a 30 billion green and sustainable financing facility. We are playing our part in reducing greenhouse gas emissions by investing in electric vehicles across the region, and so far we have invested in 4 charging stations that are available to the public. In addition, we want to eliminate single-use plastics and ensure we recycle 100% of waste in the organization by 2030 as part of our commitment to environmental protection. All that is good corporate jargon, as I call it. It requires other people who are committed to take that message to the young generation, to bring them together. And this is where Mama Doing Good comes in as great partners to take this message where it actually matters. So a long-term partnership with Mama Doing Good that commenced last year is focusing on initiatives in line with our sustainability agenda. We have collaborated with the Office of the First Lady since Flama launched last year, 2023, which is the main reason we're here today. At NCBA, just like in Mama Doing Good, we believe that we must empower the next generation to take up the mantle of environmental stewardship. Through our partnership with like-minded organizations and schools, we are nurturing a sense of responsibility in young people for the environment. We firmly believe that by educating the youth today, we are ensuring that the leaders of tomorrow are equipped to make decisions that safeguard our environment. I am therefore particularly thrilled about the inaugural First Ladies Mazingira Awards, FLAMA, where NCB has invested a total of 2.6 million shillings so far to support this initiative this year. This award recognizes the remarkable efforts of school children who have taken a stand in climate action. These young advocates, through creative writing and the arts, have engaged in meaningful discussions about conservation and climate resilience. Their leadership in environmental stewardship is truly inspiring and serves as a powerful reminder of the critical role the young generation contributes and commits to safeguarding our planet today. Each winner today, Your Excellency, will be awarded with an NCB Junior Savings Account with 10,000 shillings. And this approach, this is to the young, we're not giving you this money to go and buy Perimende. That is not the idea. This approach is not only to reward your outstanding efforts, but also to foster, but also to serve as a practical step in instilling a saving culture and fostering financial literacy from a young age. By providing you with these accounts, we're empowering you to begin your journey towards long-term financial responsibility and sustainability. There cannot be sustainability without financial responsibility. So as I end, I want to really take the opportunity to thank you, First Lady, for having the vision to do this, for having the vision to go out and include every school, every young child, and make them aware of the role that they can play towards safeguarding their future. We as adults, as we heard from Arnold, were given the earth, we need to return it to the owners in the right shape. So let today be a reminder that we all have a role to play. Mazingira Day is a symbol of what we can achieve when we come together with a shared purpose. Let us carry this spirit forward, not just today, but every day as we work towards a greener, more sustainable Kenya. As I end, please, you need to turn to your neighbor and ask them, have you planted a tree today? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our partners. In Mama Doing Good, we have been taught by our patron to do things the right way. And so, Your Excellency, through you, this award ceremony would not be complete if we don't call the judges, independent as they were, to tell us how they came about to arrive at the numbers that are here of the winners that are here today. And so allow me to invite Mr. Joseph Wambua to outline what they did and to tell us how they did this, the spirit and the way that we do in Mama Doing Good. They did it the right way. Thank you, Mr. Wambua.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Honorable Aiden Duale, Principal Secretary, Basic Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Environment, the Deputy Governor, Nairobi, distinguished guest learners, happy Mazingira Day. The First Lady Mazingira Awards 2024 edition was a process with a series of stages that started with the launch of by Her Excellency, the First Lady herself, and called for entries, and later culminating in the awards that we are proudly holding today. In the wisdom of the technical team, the most critical stage was the judging stage, which produced the winners that we are celebrating today. For that reason, the design and execution of this stage was meticulously done and subjected to validation by various experts. Your Excellency, the judging stage was envisioned long before the competition actually started. The technical working group looked ahead to ensure that by the time we are having these awards, we do not need to employ any grievance redress mechanisms because we will have ensured fairness. The competition had various categories and well thought out category-specific judging criteria. So for every category that we had of the competition, we had a criteria that was addressing that particular category. This criteria was developed for each of the by panels of experts in line with guidelines issued for respective categories. The selection of panelists ensured diverse and impartial judging panels. The criteria were digitized and deliberately designed to be user-friendly for ease of judging. All the judges were trained on the criteria and how to apply it in the digital platform with the use of dummies, so that by the time the judging was taking place, every judge was familiar with the criteria and was able to execute his role appropriately. Your Excellency, integrity of the judges, integrity of the technology employed and that of its handlers, and overall integrity of the judging process was not left to chance. Expertise and experience were a key ground for selection of the judges. Subject experts and experienced process managers from the Ministry of Education, Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, environment experts, curriculum implementers, that is teachers, industry experts, among others, formed the teams of judges. In the entire competition, technology was widely used in various ways, including sieving off plagiarized entries, and guarding against unfair use of artificial intelligence in order to ensure originality of submissions. As you may have seen, Your Excellency, the ones that you have just witnessed, they are very original. It is important to note that all judges were randomly allocated entries to judge through the digital platform. Confidentiality was paramount. Therefore, judges were not exposed to the names of the learners nor the names of the schools where these learners come from. They judged the entries independently without any influence whatsoever. In addition, all entries were assessed by as many judges as possible with the minimum set at 3 and the average score thereafter arrived at. So we had entries judged even by as many as 15 judges so that we ensure that each entry gets a fair score. A validation process was undertaken upon completion, and where we had ties, the ties were broken by the entire panel of that particular category. Allow me to assure Your Excellency that, and everyone present here, that no compromises were made during the judging of entries. All judges are proud of their contribution towards the success of the First Lady Mazingira Awards. Your Excellency, the First Lady, on behalf of the judges, it is an honor to present to you the 2024 winners who are here today to receive their well-deserved awards. Happy Mazingira Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wambua. And Your Excellency, I stand here to confirm that the assessment was free and fair as given by the judges that were selected. And so, on behalf of Mama Doing Good, I would like to thank you on behalf of the management and staff for the vision that you have continued to clearly spell for us. We know in the Bible that God said, where there is no vision, people perish. We are glad to have you as our First Lady and as our patron in Mama Doing Good, and more so that you lead us practically and through example, and more so, you create the focus that we need. You've been very resilient, and you have encouraged us to move on despite the challenges that come our way. We are honored to have you as our patron. Over the years that you've done this and led us in this vision, we have seen two critical things that we want to share with the people that have come today to celebrate this award-giving ceremony. The impact that you have caused, we will summarize them in two ways. Impact to people and impact to our planet Earth. Allow me, Your Excellency, today to talk about the second impact, which is the planet. The impact that you're going on to bring about is through our program in environment, climate action. Two of my colleagues, Arnold and Sheila, has walked us through the journey that you so ably guided us to come up to this day. You have heard about partners that we work with. Many people wonder how we get these programs financed. It's through you, the partners, some of whom have spoken to us today. Thank you so much. And so you ask the questions, then what is your role as an organization, as Mama Doing Good? Allow me to just spell it in the best way that we were taught by our patron. We do this through 5 C's. Can somebody say 5 C's? Thank you so much. The first C stands for convening. We convene and create the linkage that we so need to bring us together. The second C is to connect. This is bringing us together in the things that you do. Sometimes when you do it alone, you think it's nothing. But when you connect it with others, you create something out of what you think it's nothing. We connect people to what they do to bring up the results that you see. The third one is collaboration. And collaboration is all about doing things together. All our programs are done through collaborative ways with you as our partners. The fourth one is to catalyze. Catalyzing is just a process of accelerating action. We push our partners to come to where we are. And allow me, Your Excellency, at this stage, to say through this program, I have met the partners who are from the Department of State. And some of them have told me that over the years, they have tried to start a program like this in schools to bring about our young learners together. They're very happy that you are able to start this program. And this is what we do to catalyze the things that you think you can do. We bring you together. The final one in our 5 C's is to celebrate the reason that we are here today. We celebrate the achievement and the work that we've done together. We celebrate each one of you. And so this morning, we are here to celebrate our learners. So let me ask, would this function happen if we didn't have the learners that participated in the competition? I say no. Would it happen if their teachers who have accompanied them did not take this seriously? Again, I say no. Would this happen if the parents had refused their children to come to Nairobi? Again, it's a big no. Would it happen if the government ministries that have supported us here had said no to this? I say no. So today, as we celebrate the winners, allow us to celebrate each one of you. Because indeed, each one of you in your capacity is a partner of First Lady Mazingira Awards. Thank you so much. And so, as we hand over the program, I want to thank our Principal Secretary who allowed us to say this that we have said with you. And as I conclude, much as we've gone the cycle of our 5 C's, I say it is the beginning, because this is the first year that we are celebrating the winners of this award. It is a program that is here to stay. It is a program that we have involved even the youngest learners. You will be told one of the winners, and you will see them. He's one of the youngest people in Kenya, but she participated. Thank you, Your Excellency, for involving the children to learn and to do this and to take care of our environment in the future. As I close, I get reminded of the Chinese saying that says, if you want prosperity for 1 year, what do? You plant grain. If you want prosperity for 10 years, you plant trees. And if you want to prosper for 100 years, you plant people. Your Excellency, you have planted that prosperity for 100 years and beyond in these young people through this program. And today we see the cycle of all the 3. The 1 year grain, which are the winners that have been working for the last 1 year. The trees that we are going to plant through all the other activities in our programs that will last 10 years. And finally, the children that will come out of here as environmentalists in this country for 100 years. We are honored to have you, and we are grateful that you are our patron. Thank you so much, Principal Secretary, Mr. Mugambi. Thank you so much for allowing us this minute. We really appreciate it. Take back your time, and thank you.
Once more, a clap of applause for Elizabeth for the touching and very educative one she has given us. I have learned about the 5 C's, and really, thank you so much, and thank you so much once again. We have learned a lot on what Mama Doing Good is doing, And Lily, Our Excellency, Mama Lecho, we thank you for that. We don't take it for granted, especially as in the forest sector, because you know, by taking 500 million trees, already, CS, we are left with the 14.5. And I know, of course, as we move forward, she is going to add to 1 billion. Yeah. So we really thank you and really feel your support, and we will work together with you. Excellency, let me also say that we have heard very good one from the Chief Judge. The Chief Judge has just said that this exercise is very deep, very objective, and very fair. So for me, I would just thank those who will be announced as the winners for going through the process and the winning. It is not easy, but it is effort which we cannot also take for granted. We have learned a lot from our friend, the NCBA bank boss, and he has asked a very valid question. Ametuliza. And I had people answering, but everybody did not answer. Have you planted a tree today? Have you? Have you? If you have not, please make sure before the end of the day, you plant a tree. Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? But also I'll ask you another question. Do you know our president, the Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, has given each one of us a target as an individual, as an institution on tree planting? Do you know your target? Do you know your target? Make sure you plant a minimum of 30 trees per year as a Kenyan, wherever you are. Are we together? And with that, we will be supporting our president to meet the great agenda of 15 billion trees, which is going to bring a lot of benefit, not only to the environment, but also to our economy. Once I'm there, please allow me to once again say that I have my two colleagues here, the Principal Secretary, the Minister of Education, specifically Basic Education, Kipsang, Biro Kipsang, and also
will be disqualified. Some of you locals might want to give it up for your schoolmate and Miller High class president Robert Kennedy. This young man formed the footsteps of his father who attempted to further the Cheney legacy that has left its mark on Milner. See in another rider shakeup. Milner's own Jack Shepard was injured in a farm accident yesterday.
And please tell us something.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the First Lady, our CS for Environment and Forestry. Don't get worried, I will not read a speech. But this morning, Your Excellency, we are very happy that you chose our young ones to be the bearers of this very important activity that you are carrying on our behalf on issues environment. And I was very happy when they were explaining what FLAMA stands for. And one of them is one of our tenets of competence-based education. It is learning to learn. You know, sometimes we learn because learning is important. But learning to learn is so critical because we don't always learn to learn. Learning by doing is even more important because sometimes we believe that we have so much knowledge, but unless you know what to do with that knowledge, then it may not be productive to us as humanity. So learning by doing is so important. Finally, Your Excellency, is that as we are here today, two very important things converge: the child and the environment. And they converge because in education, we start from a nursery. Each one of us started from a nursery school. All the trees and the environment, the centrality of trees in environment is so critical. And all our trees, as the CEO of NCPA was asking whether each one of us has planted a tree today, you only plant a tree from a nursery. So learning starts from a nursery. Our trees start from a nursery. So the two very important anchors of the future, which is environment and our children, all start from a nursery. And we today converge on those two. So thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you and working for you in the education sector. I would want to assure you that this activity of Mazingira Award will be aligned to our calendar of events in the education sector, so that annually like our children come to State House during the Music Festival State Concert, like our children come to State House during the Drama Festival State Concert, our children will be coming to State House on Mazingira Award. So once again, Your Excellency, thank you very much. I appreciate two of our critical players in the sector. Bwana Oyu is the Secretary General of National Union of Teachers, and Bwana Nzioka, who is our chair for the Kenya Primary School Aids Association. Asanteni sana for joining us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother P.S. Once again, let us give him a clap to tell him thank you. At least he has taught us. You know, most of us here, you are learners, but we must learn how to learn. You know, that's a very deep statement. Thank you so much. Sometimes we take it just casually, but it means a lot. Let us learn how to learn. Aurelia, my sister, please just say hi, even if there is nothing else. I really thank you for joining me today, to be with me throughout the day, and you know, you assist us so much in pushing papers in the lighthouse so that we are grounded in law. So please, just say something.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Aden Duale, P.S. Pelio, my colleague P.S. Mugambi, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. It's such a great privilege and honor to stand before you today as we celebrate Mazingira Day, as we celebrate the First Lady Mazingira Award. Congratulations, First Lady. I believe, and I know you agree with me, that 3/4 of the challenges that we face globally and even locally results from climate change, which is as a result of environmental degradation. So the program, Your Excellency, that you've adopted and that you are running with is really going to save this nation and even the entire globe a great deal. Your Excellency, coming from an office that is coordinating legislation across the government, I'm aware, and I would like to let all of us know that as a government, we are very key in terms of policy, regulation, and legislative initiatives, particularly in this field on environmental management. I'm aware that the ministry has policy framework and legislative framework. And there are quite a number of legislation that are in pipeline to ensure that this initiative that we have as a country come into fruition. So I want to call all of us, including our learners and everyone, that we embrace and implement the climate change adaptation and mitigation measures so that we achieve a cleaner, a greener, and a sustainable future. Thank you so much. God bless you, and happy Mazingira Day. Asante.
Thank you so much, my sister, already alumni. Let us appreciate her once again. And once again, thank you so much. At this juncture, allow me, Your Excellency, to invite the DG, the Deputy Governor of Nairobi County, so that he can also give us a word, and from there we move forward. Karibu sana, Deputy Governor. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Cabinet Secretary for Environment. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ride on the protocols there before established. Today, Your Excellency, is a very, very important day, and in particular because of your vision of recognizing the role of the young people in developing and maintaining our environment. Our environment belongs to all of us. The earth is finite. We all live in it, will continue to live in it, and will leave it for the future generations. It is our duty and our mandate to conserve it and to maintain it in the best state possible. And therefore, Your Excellency, this initiative that you started last year on these awards, it's an important step. In fact, it anchors the whole concept of how do we ensure that we sustainably drive interest and focus and activity in the environment. In Nairobi, here, Your Excellency, as you'll be familiar, we have the program on the Nairobi Rivers Commission, which is to clean up the rivers that we have, which have been polluted over the years by human activity. And it is human activity that is going to reverse the pollution that we have seen in these rivers. And we appreciate and acknowledge the support we get from His Excellency, the President, to ensure that we have the right resources to drive this cleaning up of the rivers forward. So I want to encourage all of us today to take this forward, to own it, and to ensure that every single day, the things we do, the things we participate in always have an environment component and element. I know in some of the organizations like the Group MD of NCBA has said that they look at policies that would allow them to participate only with clients who have an environment conservation focus. And that is very important in terms of sustainability. Now, if you extend it beyond those organizations and you say every single individual in every single place they work or every single engagement they have, they always have an environment conscious activity or undertaking, I am sure would see a much cleaner city, we'll see a much cleaner country, we'll see a much cleaner world. And that is what we want to encourage our people to do. And that is why when we bring in these young learners into this space, we ensure that we create it in a sustainable manner. So again, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for these awards. And for those who have won, I want to congratulate you because it's a lot of hard work. I've heard the judging, how complex it was. So it must have been a really, really rigorous exercise. So all those who have won, I'm sure you deserve those awards. But not just get the awards, but let us see in action what those awards mean to the environment in a sustainable manner. With those few remarks, I congratulate you, Your Excellency First Lady, and wish all of you a happy Mazingira Day. Thank you. Thank
you so much, DG. Your Excellency, allow me just to say this before I invite my CS to take us forward, that we are grateful of Nairobi County because out of the national targets that Nairobi County has been given, we are working very closely with Nairobi County, and it's one of the few counties that have been able to meet the target of where we are today. And I believe by the time we go to the 10th year, we will have surpassed by far. The only area which is remaining, Your Excellency, in Nairobi, is the eastern side of this county. This side is well taken care of, although something better can be done. But we need to put a lot of effort in the eastern side of Nairobi so that also we can see some green in that area. At that point, allow me also to say this. We, as the forestry people, we are working very closely with your organization, and I also take this opportunity to thank Charlene Luto for the effort she's putting in this area, especially of tree growing. It is this week, yesterday, that we were with her in Bomet, where she has taken her own jungle forest and growing trees. And we are calling a mini among, yes, that is a very good example from a young person of this country. We are calling and challenging other people. Please come forward. We will allocate you forest. We will allocate you spaces so that we can together move forward and be able to achieve this very noble agenda for this good country of ours. Allow me there to end there and also invite my CS, who has the message from the sector, and who I believe, for those who did not know, or maybe you have ever heard of somebody called Mechoke. Today we have a Mechoke in the house by the name Handen Mbale Ndwale, and he's doing a good job, and we are supporting him to meet the agenda. Karibu sana CS.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Principal Secretaries present, partners, our distinguished children, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, happy Mazingira Day. It's an honor and privilege to stand before you here today at this year's First Ladies Mazingira Award Ceremony 2024, an event that signifies a crucial step towards nurturing the next generation of environmental champions. Today we celebrate not only the achievement of our learners, but also the transformative power of children in driving environmental resilience. The First Ladies Mazingira Awards, FLAMA, provides an exceptional platform where our young learners who represent the future of our country will do good and will be remembered in environmental protection. Therefore, by empowering them through initiatives like FLAMA, we ensure they become active participants in solutions, not passive observers. Furthermore, children possess a unique voice that cuts through the complexity, often hindering the adult discourse. Their genuine passion and concern for the environment inspire all of us to take collective and purposeful action. I proudly acknowledge the First Lady's critical role in elevating the voices of the children, making FLAMA a platform where they can participate, contribute, and where they can lead key policies and strategies that support children's active involvement in climate action. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we are all experiencing the first-hand impact of climate change. The recent floods that devastated our infrastructure and tragically claimed many lives, or 42 of them in Nairobi, are still fresh in our minds. Recognizing these adverse impacts, the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry has taken proactive steps to create an enabling environment for children's participation in climate action, making our children the cornerstone of Kenya's environmental resilience. Through FLAMA, we are witnessing seeds of change being planted, and with these efforts, we will secure a sustainable future of our nation. I look forward to having the First Lady Mazingira Award as part of our official Mazingira Day celebrations. Moving forward, let us remain committed to supporting and empowering our learners, knowing that the future of the environment and our climate depends on the actions we take today, with the full participation of our children. Your Excellency, Kenya has a green constitution. And I have a very good reason why I say Kenya has a green constitution. Because if you look at the preamble of the constitution, preamble number 4, and I had the opportunity, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, that preamble number 4 talks about conserving the environment for now and for future generations. And by UNEP being the headquarters, Nairobi hosting the United Nations Environmental Program, that qualifies Nairobi to be the capital, the environmental capital city of the world. And with the good leadership of His Excellency the President, and you, our First Lady, we have no choice whatsoever as a country to restore our landscape, to restore our ecosystem, to secure our biodiversity, to plant and grow more trees, and to increase our forest cover from 10% to 30% by 2023. So it's not a choice, it's an obligation, it's a constitutional obligation. And if you allow me, our First Lady, Mama wa Taifa, I came from a human security docket, and now I'm in climate security. The people who pollute Nairobi River or Nairobi rivers, the law is very clear. The regulators are here. The chairman and the DG of NEMA are sitting here. Nairobi Deputy Governor is here. We will shame in public, in private, those who pollute Nairobi rivers and all our urban and rural rivers. We will shame them, whether they're in the industries, and we will ask even banks, because we have one of our key banks present here, that you must deny them credit. Your customers who participate in the pollution of the environment. Every citizen, the garbage that leaves your home must be traced to a dump site. The vehicles that carry your garbage must be the right vehicle. In Nairobi, you sometimes drive, Her Excellency. You're driving on the expressway or any highway, and then there's a vehicle that is just pouring litter on the road. That will not happen again. It will not happen under our watch. So, Deputy Governor, the ones that you secure, even the trucks that carry clinker and other things to cement factories, they must comply with the law. The President has given the Cabinet of the Republic of Kenya, every Cabinet Minister, to have a day within the month to go and plant and grow trees. And again, that Cabinet Minister has a target. Every county governor has a target. Every county commissioner has a target. And we said 30% of the 15 billion trees, Her Excellency, will be fruit trees. And that's why, with your help, we want to empower the rural women. We want to empower our schools. That 30% must go to the rural women in our villages. That when they're told these are the seedlings, and there are 5 institutions: Kenya Defense Forces, NYS, KFS, KFRI, and the Kenya prison have been given the mandate to make sure they secure the right seedlings for our country. So it's our commitment. It's a citizen choice. It is from the bottom up of the President. It's not us who can plant trees. It must be bottom up. The citizens, in their conscience, must protect the environment. We must have the right waste management. We must have the right air and noise pollution. We must have the right environment. The biggest, just to conclude, Excellency, before I close, the only place in Kenya which has the highest number of visitors is Karura Forest. 70,000 people go every month. Why do Kenyans go to Karura Forest? This morning I was very, very happy we're at Arboretum. I think there were about 4,000, 5,000 who go every. With the work of the city county, we are rehabilitating and bringing the ecosystem of City Park. We want to create another ecosystem in Ngong and Ololua Forest. So those who live in Karen don't need to come all the way to Karura Forest. So this is a very good initiative. Mama wa Taifa, you have our support. Me, I know what you have done with empowering women. I have worked with you many years, close to 15 years. The women you have empowered through Joiwa. With their testimony, I know what you touch becomes a success. I know this will be a success. And there are many, many people, private sector, public sector, international organization involved, diplomatic organizations in our country who will come to support you. You have our support. We pray for you. We pray for our president. We pray for our country. We wish you all the best. Count on the support of the Kenya government on behalf of my boss and on behalf of my colleagues in cabinet and on my own behalf as the minister in charge of this docket. With those many, many remarks, I'll ask you to stand up. It's my pleasure and duty to invite the only one, Mama wa Taifa.
Thank you. We may be seated. Honorable Aden Duale, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry. Principal Secretaries present. Honorable James Mushiri, Deputy Governor, County Government of Nairobi. National and county government leaders present. Distinguished partners and stakeholders. Our esteemed guests, the children present today, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Mazingira Day. It is an honor to welcome you all to State House today, especially the learners who have joined us from across the country. We are gathered to mark two historic events: the first Mazingira Day celebrations and the inaugural winners ceremony of the First Lady's Mazingira Awards. These two significant events highlight the importance of environmental conservation and also recognize the role that children and young people play in shaping a greener future for Kenya. I thank the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry for ensuring that this first celebration of Mazingira Day has a heavy focus on children's participation in climate action. Exactly 20 years and 2 months ago today, in the city of Oslo, Norway, a Kenyan was awarded one of the highest honors in the world, the Nobel Peace Prize. That Kenyan was Professor Wangari Maathai, the first African woman to receive the prize for her work in environmental conservation. Professor Wangari Maathai left us with many great teachings, but one that stands out to date is the story of the hummingbird. While a great fire raged in the forest, the tiny hummingbird carried water in its small beak. Doing all it could help, the bird did not wait for someone else to act. It simply did its part. The spirit of the hummingbird is alive today in the learners across the country who participated in the First Lady's Mazingira Awards 2024. You may be young, but your actions, like the hummingbird story, have a great impact. On 6 September 2023, our President, Dr. William Ruto, read the Africa Leaders Nairobi Declaration on Climate Change during the first African Climate Summit. This included a clear call for inclusive climate action that engages children, youth, women, and vulnerable communities. A day later, we launched the First Lady's Mazingira Awards as the first intervention in the continent in response to the declaration. This morning, I shared with our president about our award ceremony today, and he was delighted to learn that one of the resolutions from the African Climate Summit has already been fulfilled through our learners. Ladies and gentlemen, climate change is the single greatest challenge facing humanity and demands urgent action from all of us. Though you, as children, are not responsible for the problem of climate action, you bear its heaviest burden. In 2022, when Kenya faced its worst drought in 40 years, it was our children who suffered the most. As families struggled to find food and water, some schools were forced to close, and some of you had to drop out of school to help your families survive. This is why we must see climate change not just as an environmental issue, but as a crisis that directly threatens our children's present and future. This is the reason why children must be central in our climate action. In December 2022, our president launched an ambitious plan to plant and grow 15 billion trees by 2032 to raise our national tree and forest cover to 30%. I made 2 commitments in support of this vision: to plant and grow 500 million trees and to recruit learners and women across the country to support this vision. As participants in this award, you are now part of the Green Army that will protect and nurture our environment. As the mother of the nation, I'm focused on amplifying the voice of children in Kenya by advocating for your protection, provision, and participation. The First Lady's Mazingira Awards falls under children's participation, ensuring that no learner is left behind in our climate action. My office has further launched additional initiatives towards the improvement of the welfare of our children. The Mama Kitchen Garden Initiative aims to improve nutrition for children by growing nutritious vegetables and fruits at the household and school levels. The first demonstration farm at State House, Nairobi, is operational, and the project will soon be rolled out to schools across the country. I was actually thinking, Buenos Aires, that if some of you will not be very busy after this, we can go across and see the State House Kitchen Garden. Even the learners, you're welcome to come and see what we are doing here. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners we will be awarding today are confirmation that if we give children a chance, we will get better results for our community and nation. The creative expression of learners that will be displayed today is thought-provoking and gives us fresh perspectives. In this first year, the awards attracted participation from over 1,000 schools across Kenya. Going ahead, we want to exponentially grow the number of schools and learners engaged. I want to thank the technical working group and the judging committee who supported in designing this challenge and reviewing applications. The judging committee has informed me that some of the winners come from far-flung border counties. This shows that our message of environment conservation and climate action is resonating across the nation. I will close my remarks with the words of President Barack Obama, and I quote, "We are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and the last generation that can do something about it. As you go back to your schools, we are sending you as our ambassadors to advocate for climate change and conservation in your communities. Congratulations to all the winners. God bless you." Once again, I just want to thank everybody for being here today and all the participants and winners and everybody that played a part to make sure that this day is a success. We thank the Almighty God for bringing all of you safely from your counties to State House Nairobi, and I know that the Lord will take you back. I like to say that when you see a good event like this, there's somebody who has burned the midnight oil to make sure that this is happening. Thank you, CEO Mama Doing Good Elizabeth, together with your team. Thank you, Chief of Staff Mary, together with your team. And thank you, all of us, for a successful day. Happy Mazingira Day again.
You may be seated, kindly. Another big round.
Well, a very good afternoon to you. That is the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, speaking at State House during the commemoration of the first ever Mazingira Day to ever be commemorated in the country. Remember, 10th of October was usually a day to celebrate Moi Day, but it was later changed to Utamaduni Day, and now we are celebrating Mazingira Day. At that particular celebration held at State House, Mama Rachel was accompanied by other government, high-ranking government officials, among them the Cabinet Secretary for Environment, that is Edan Duale. Remember, today, early in the morning, CS Duale had led Kenyans in a tree planting exercise as well as cleanup exercise at Nairobi's Arboretum. I called on Kenyans to put up efforts to see the conservation of the environment by doing indulging in practices such as cleanup of beaches, homes and roads and other places that may require the attention. Remember, this is in line with President William Ruto's ambitious plan to have Kenya at least plant almost 15 billion trees by the year 2030 as a way of improving Kenya's forest cover. And of course, this is one of the